Kasi tayo, fighters tayo eh.
Yes.
But I guess, may tanong hanggang kailan ka lalaban and kailan mo sasabing bahala ka na. So we can't have a child, right?
Yeah.
Ako, admittedly, I have a strong feeling na kaya rin ako nahirapan mag-conceive was because I was working so hard. I had so little sleep. Pero, hindi naman ibig sabihin hindi ko kayang magmahal like a mother, right? Pag pinagpapasalamat mo yung brokenness mo, I guess, that makes you unbreakable, no? If you still find blessings doon sa, or if you still see the silver lining in your brokenness and see the purpose of that brokenness, then how can it make you broken? Para siyang shards of glass. When you look at it, hindi siya bubog. Pag nailawan, para siyang bituin. And it can actually be someone's guiding light.
Real stories, real conversations. This is Unbreakable. You're listening to Unbreakable with Migs Bustos, brought to you by Duca Creatives, powered by January Skies Creation. Ang ating panauhin today, she is a business ad graduate from the University of the Philippines who followed her passion and love for writing. Sa mahigit na 3 dekada niyang bilang journalist, covering various social issues on cam as a news anchor and reporter sa TV Patrol, and learning about other people's life's challenges as a host sa aming show na Tao Po. All while facing her own battles behind the scenes. Today, ang kasama po natin ngayong araw, palakpakan po natin, Miss Bernadette Sembrano Aguinaldo.
Thank you.
Ang ganda ba ng intro?
Migs Bustos.
Yan. Ang ganda nung...
Congratulations.
Thank you. At thank you for saying yes.
I am so excited for you. I'm so excited na nandito na tayo sa mga platform na ganito.
Oo nga.
Of course, from TV, tumatawid tayo ngayon
Sa
social
new media.
Wow! Amazing. And I'm just excited that, alam nyo ba, ako muna may trivia.
Ah, wow!
Alam nyo ba, si Migs ay Coach Migs pala.
Yan.
He is or was a coach. And I think you still are a coach, no?
Parang natural sa akin yun, Ate B.
Coach Migs.
Thank you, Ate B. Thank you, Ate
Hey,
B.
Coach Migs.
Thank you. At syempre, no, para po sa mga panauhin natin, ang common interest namin ni Ate B is fitness and running and just the joy of it. Pero mas pag-uusapan natin yan mamaya. Pero baka hindi alam ng mga tao, no? Business and graduate pala. Ano ba, Ate B? Trabaho ka sa bangko? Yes.
Parang ang tagal na noon. Oo, pero totoo yan eh kasi typical paano ba working class yung parents ko. So, coming from a family na middle class, parang gusto ko lang din ng trabaho na stable. At that time, business administration, yung one of the more stable courses.
Pero business ad sa UP,
Yes.
Isa sa mga talagang tinitingala ang kurso.
Talaga ba?
Oo.
for
Mahirap pa?
us, for me, yes. Kasi ang hirap ng math. Pero nagawa ko siya. Kaya tinitingala ko talaga yung mga graduate ng business ad. Sobra talaga ako nahirapan sa kursong yan. In fact, muntikan pa ako maalis sa college dahil nga sa accounting.
Accounting.
Yes, it wasn't
Nakailang accounting ka kung matanda?
BA 99.1, 99.2, meron pang finance, OMG,
Tama.
yung calculus pa lang noon.
Managerial. Oo. Parang allergy.
That's but biggest achievement ko, one of my biggest achievement talaga ang mag-graduate sa UP dahil doon talaga ako sobrang nahirapan. Doon ako umiyak ng husto. There were other subjects na madali. Parang I guess more natural for us. Like, I had good grades in communication, I had good grades in research, but it never crossed my mind to pursue journalism because wala siya sa reality namin. There were no journalists in the family. Lahat kami talagang trabaho dapat para magtuloy para hindi maghirap, alam mo yon, para may food on the table, we had to work.
Eventually, you made that transition. And ang tanong ko siguro, ano yung passionate ka ba? What was your passion point? What led you to journalism?
Kasi naghahanap ako ng trabaho, not really knowing what to expect.
Yeah.
But I always had a learner's mindset eh. And I guess may pagka Gen Z ako in the sense na noon pa man, gusto ko, passionate ako, and I will do it well if I like it. So without knowing na ito pala yung buhay ng journalist at tumagal ako dahil gusto ko siya. I should have known sooner Kasi in high school, I was already writing for a school paper. In high school, I was also part of the peer counselor circle. So, these were things na ngayon ginagawa ko. But it never crossed my mind na pwede palang maging career ito. Maging hanap buhay ito. Or alam mo yon. But now, God led us here. And I say God kasi it was relatively easier than those who pursued, say, mass comm. Ako, hindi ako mass comm, nakapasok ako dito. So even then, I knew na hindi dahil sa galing ko. Even then, klaro sa akin. And nandito ako, hindi dahil I'm the best news anchor, the best journalist, but I believe that it was God's hand that brought me here too, according to His plan. So hanggang ngayon, maximize ko siya as far as I can, and as strong as I can, di ba? Parang palagi ako may sense of purpose sa ginagawa ko. So it was just impossible maybe for a girl from Fairview who used to watch mga shooting sa kapitbahay. Yung mga ganun pa, na typical na pag nagpa-autograph sa artista, halos hindi ka makahinga. Yung ganun, yung ganyan nangyayari sa'yo yan pag may nagpa-autograph. Yung parang, Mix! Yung ganun po ako dati. Ang nagpa-autograph ako kay Kim Pindaleon and Mayanelin Reyes.
Totoo ba?
Oo.
Talaga?
Nakita ko sila parang, OMG. Alam nyo lang, I have to interview them. Maybe I should interview them and tell them, I was that young girl before. Nag-shooting kayo sa Fairview. Hindi ako makahinga, masuka-suka ako.
Natago mo pa?
Wala.
Wala na.
Wala naman kasing mga video no, papel lang dati. Tapos, these things, no, kaya imposible talaga, Big. Sobra talaga imposible.
Now, 3 decades in. 3 decades in. Di ba? Ang galing, wonderful. 3 decades. Ano yung mga best moments, the highest of highs, the lows, and how did you kind of, kumbaga, reflect on that?
Highs, lows. Okay. I guess yung high would be, magugulat ako na parang nilalatag ng Panginoon yung path. Of course, there were uncertainties before. Kunwari daw, nung nasa IVC 13 pa ako and you didn't know if you will pursue it or not. Then, later on, magulat ka na, sa GMA 7 ka na. So, nagka-low doon when it was the peak of my career talaga as a brand. You call it a brand, no? As Bernadette Zambrano when I was doing Wish Ko Lang.
Yes.
But at that time, the one that really established the name Bernadette Zambrano as someone who was like a fairy godmother is really that show. And I am grateful to GMA 7 because they established that. To say if it's close to my core, I would like to think so that God led me there, and I am so happy na hanggang ngayon nasa public service pa rin. Salamat din na pasalamat ko rin na sa audience, yun rin yung nakikita nila. Why am I speaking this way? Kasi honestly, you know how companies decide. It's not naman gusto ko si Mix o gusto ko si Bernadette. For sure, they have scientific basis for it. So, laking pasalamat ko sa Panginoon at sa audience that they somehow see Bernadette as someone who's maybe suited for public service because it's also something that I'm very passionate about. And siguro if I were not assigned to do this area, I would not probably be here hanggang ngayon. Kasi I would probably pursue at NGO work.
Ate B, step back ako ng konti. Narealize ko sa kinuwento mo na aligned yung personality mo, di ba, sa ginagawa mo, sa pagiging storyteller or pagiging in media. Saan ang galing yung ganung passion mo? Na gusto mong tumulong, gusto mong to be in public work, help the poor, help the less fortunate.
It's just, tumingin ka lang blessed lang to see. Kasi palagi naman tayong dumadaan sa...
But people sometimes fail to see those blessed.
You should embrace the curiosity sometimes, no? Yung pagtingin lang sa paligid. Alala ko nung bata ako going to Angelicum from Fairview. I would see, say, street families, street vendors nasa gitna ng Quezon Avenue. Wala pang flyover, no? Ay, wala pang underpass, no? At wala pang flyover doon sa ibabaw, sa EDSA. Tapos, tinatanong ko si Papa, tapos magkwekwentuhan kami. I think the problem is not seeing, but sometimes we choose to wear blinders all the time. Hindi naman tayo kabayo, bakit hindi tayo tumitingin sa paligid? Pag naman tumingin ka lang sa paligid, mapapansin mo naman eh. Recently, nag-alabarangay tanod ako doon sa running. Kasi nga,
Nakita ko sa Instagram mo yan.
kasi nga, meron kaming mga assignment ni Bigs, diba? Na 1 hour 30 o time on feet. Yan,
Coach
kita
Ken,
na,
hello.
Hi, Coach Ken. We can run. So, yun yung mga assignment. Sabi ko, okay pala to. Migs, I don't know this is an idea. But guys who are into the running community, why don't you do it? Because I cannot do it alone. Pero sabi ko, parang pala akong barangay tanod. Because I was on my feet, abot ako ng sa sulok ng Makati. And then I was just seeing things. I wasn't so focused on my running. I was
In-enjoy mo lang.
looking around.
Looking around.
Pero ang dami mong makikita sa paligid mo na, uy, bakit ganito? O pwedeng ganito? You will see so many things.
Teka, paano ka nagpakatanod? Paano ginawa mo pakatanod?
Thank you. Kasi time on feet, di mula dun sa CBD, Central Business District ng Makati, kung saan madalas ako tumatakbo. Umabot ako hanggang, sabi ko, ang dami ko pang kailangang oras na ay nakakainip naman paikot-ikot ka sa Ayala Triangle. Maka-segue nga dito. Di sige, lakad ako doon. Ay, matagal pa time on feet. So, sige, lalayo pa ako para hanggang umabot na ako sa Manila North, Manila South Cemetery. Umabot na ako
Kalayaan.
sa Kalayaan. Ang assignment kasi natin, hindi lang dun sa, at least sa akin assignment ko sa sarili ko. Hindi sa ating lahat.
Hindi sa takbo, hindi sa takbo.
Kanya-kanya tayong pakay. Sa akin, importanteng tumatawid ka, marunong kang mangapit bahay.
Okay.
Kasi kung hindi ka nangangapit bahay, paano mo malalaman yung pinagdadaanan ng ibang tao? Likewise, magpatuloy ka rin ng ibang tao sa bahay. But it's all about exposure. It's all about exposure. Nung bata ako, mahilig ako mangapit bahay. Totoo naman yan. Hanggang ngayon, sa tao po, parang nangangapit bahay pa rin ako. True, sobra talagang nakakatawa. Inisip nila dati, nag-iisip sila post. Sino sa mga anchor natin ang mukhang papapasukin mo daw ng bahay?
Totoo yun, kasi literal tao po eh.
Sabi, sino ba mukhang kakatok sa bahay at papapasukin mo? Si Badet yan bagay. Yung hindi mo kakakit bahay.
Yung tipong, sige, tuloy ka, tao po, lika.
Kumain ka dito.
Pero totoo, that's how we think. Di ba, that's how producers think, di ba? Yung mga practical na mga gano'n. Kaya natawa ako eh, kasi na-imagine ko yung mga producer talagang yun yung tatanungin. At to be trauma, can you share? Trauma in terms of what we've experienced and what we do to cope with that. Ikaw, personal, you can share. Na hindi mo pa masyadong na-share.
Kasi fighters tayo eh.
Yes.
So parang, in fact, nakasulat nga ako ng kanta because of it. Parang palaban naman talaga tayo. Totoo yun. Pero yes, tanong hanggang kailan ka lalaban and kailan mo sasabihin bahala ka na. That is the very thin line na, sige, hanggang kailan. Kasi kaya ko pa eh. Kaya pa ng katawan ko to go through all those whatever. Kaya eh. Kasi isipin mo, I want a family at gusto ko to. At usually mga nanay kaya, mga magulang kaya yan. Pero kailan mo sasabihin, Lord, bahala ka na. Pero pinagdasal ko rin naman. Ito yon nung nag-test, nag-surgery ulit,
Test.
Was that gosh, I forgot it. Immuno something.
Yes.
For conceiving a baby. Dami ko nang ginawa. So, kaya ko pa. Meron pang option sa binibigay sa akin yung doktor na pwede pa naman kung tutusin. Pero nagdasal din ako. Ay ko, Lord, kung hindi po para sa amin, ilagay mo po, tigilan mo na to. Yung kumbaga, give me not naman assign, pero at least kung hindi pwede, wag na. So, finally, I was ready for an embryo transfer ulit. Pero, nagawa ko na lahat. Nagpa-surgery na ako para clear na yung aking uterus for the transfer. Tapos, hindi ko mapal yung lining. Tapos, parang in my head, ano na yun? Huwag mo na i-push. Tapos, sabi rin naman ni asawa sa akin, parang may plano ang Diyos. May asawa ever since may plano ang Diyos, He never forced me to go through everything. Siya si asawa na very childlike, by the way. Sabi niya, may plano ang Diyos. And I think that mindset of being like a child is very good to make you go through life. Kasi, yun yung napansin ko kapag bata. Tanggap lang ng tanggap. Tayo kapag tumatanda tayo, parang kala natin, ang gagaling na natin na we can control our lives. When in fact, you do not have control of anything. You can do your best. Really hope na, Lord, tulungan mo naman ako sa journey na to. Pero at the end of the day, wala naman talaga sa atin ang control.
Sa Panginoon, diba? Pinigilan niya. Kung ano yan. So ngayon, besides all of that, diba? all the gifts now that you receive, diba? The things that you do to be happy, to, kumbaga, find joy and healing.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
healing. How has it helped you? Such as?
Oh, wait, eto na. Eto na yung journey sa running was really to take care of my katawang tao. Ako naman, I realized that I also work so hard. Ako, admittedly, I have a strong feeling na kaya rin ako nahirapan mag-conceive was because I was working so hard. I had so little sleep. So we can't have a child, right?
Yeah.
Pero, hindi naman ibig sabihin hindi ko kayang magmahal like a mother,
Mhm.
right? So, pili ko lumalabas pa rin yung nurturing person. That natural.
Natural.
I cannot
The natural
I
nurturer.
cannot hold it back. But really, I cannot hold it back. And Gracia, because I think when something traumatic happens to our lives, what our tendency is to implode. It will just be so dark in your heart. But if you choose to love and be inspired by that love, in my case, our love for Mary Olivia, then this is it. Yung dream ko for a family, or for Molly, for example, so isinabuhay ko,
Diba?
a life with purpose, following your passion, loving neighbors, being a good person, lahat ng pangarap ko, ginawa ko para sa kanya. Ginawa ko sa sarili ko. So ngayon, parang, sige, go lang ako ng goals. Nakakatuwa. Parang, dati na-choir ako, go sa choir. Ngayon, sige, push. Push na lang push. Okay, running naman ako. Whatever it is, just live your passion, live life, diba? Pero meron pang isa. So we cannot have a child, but doesn't mean we can't have a family. So sabi ko yung pagmamahal na yun, extend ko sa pagmamahal ko, sa asawa ko, sa pamilya ko, sa kapwa ko, sa kapitbahay ko. And whatever you see na pagmamahal ko sa kapwa ko, those are all real.
So basta whoever you can give love to.
Oo. Yung sincero lang na presensya lang natin, yun naman yung na-realize ko eh. Na yung sincere presence lang natin sa mga taong ma-encounter natin, that is, yun na yun. That is it. And in my heart rin kasi, Migs, alam ko rin na I want to do something for the family.
Yeah.
If not for our family, siguro man, Lord, hindi mo kami binigyan ng anak. You gave me so much time so that I can give myself for others.
I like
Dami kong
selfless.
free time eh. And you are selfless too. Diba? We are all selfless and we know kung sino yung mga mahal natin. Sabi ko, siguro dami ko lang pagmamahal. Sige, spread ko na lang yung pagmamahal ko. Hindi lang siguro sa isang anak, kundi siguro sa mas marami.
Sa komunidad.
So, para sa pamilya, definitely I know in my heart it has something to do with family. Is it clear? Not yet. But now that sports is here, I'm promoting sports for families because I can see, and I've interviewed people, families who are into sports, and I see the dynamics ibang-iba. I see couples who run together in ibang-iba. Pipiliin natin how life changes us.
Okay.
All those traumas, all those heartaches will change you. And you use those traumas to make you stronger. Pero, ang tanong, kumusta yung puso mo?
Yan.
So, parang importante, dapat pala, kung meron kayong maririnig dito, pwede namang pagmamahal yung piliin mo. Pwedeng pag nagalit ka kasi at nasaktan ka, pwede ka talagang inapik ka sa office, mga I'll show you what I've got. Pwedeng ganon, di ba?
Pang pelikula. Teka lang, pang pelikula.
Pwedeng ganon. But, or do you become a better person? Do you choose gratefulness pa rin?
Was that taught to you? Was that shown to
Oh
you?
God, saan nanggaling yung gratefulness? Hindi ko alam. Hindi ko rin alam. Hindi ko alam kung paano ako nag-transform or saang parte ng buhay ko ako nag-transform. But, I will tell you this. Ang laking layo na nito, pero nung hindi kami magkaanak at minahal ako ng asawa ko, regardless of being able to bear a child or not, parang,
doon mo na-realize.
sarap. Guys, ang sarap ng pagmamahal. And yung pagmamahal ng Diyos to may asawa, so parang, my gosh, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to be the best at anything. And just know that you're just so accepted and loved. And I guess if you're grateful for that love, then it will overflow. Makes ito na yung naisip ko pala. Saan nanggaling? Blessing nga for me yung trabaho ko. Kasi palagi ako nilalagay sa calamity areas at saka sa mga may sakit. So, iniisip ko dapat siguro by now sobra na akong
immune?
Traumatized, di ba? Pero kasi, alam mo yung blessing is seeing faith. the grace in the lives of many. Grasya. Imagine dati, yung kala ko nasa Mindanao ako. Binagyo yung bahay, wala
Wala.
wala na talaga. Pero makita kang bata, inaayos yung Christmas tree nila, or pumunta ka sa Bohol na nagka-earthquake, pero sa likod ng simbahan, makita mo yung mga tao nagdadasal, dahil may misa de Gallo.
Pang ano yung Ate Bea, pang station ideal ka.
Oo, naging kanta na siya.
Ah,
Ginawa ko siyang kanta.
ginawa mo siya. Ayan, yun, a particular example.
Nakasulat ako ng kanta base sa mga kwento at inspirasyon ng mga kababayan natin. Yakapin ang Pasko. So, I don't have no musicality. Hello? Wala akong musikero sa pamilya. Kaya,
Pero
Usually-
you've always had the love for writing.
yeah, but not hearing music. Hearing music for someone who's injured, you wouldn't get it.
Yeah,
Parang, oh my God, ano nakakarinig ng music? But, pag maray makausap ka musikero, normal siya. So, dati, parang feeling ko shock, nakakarinig na ako ng music. But to a musician, it's normal. But maybe to people who, see, it's all about exposure pala.
Tama.
Diba? So, awa ng Diyos. Again, awa ng Diyos. God also sent me angels during the time that I was hearing music. There were the likes of Louis Ocampo, Tito Joe Marie Chan, who hear music all the time.
Yeah.
So when I told them, I'm hearing music, tapos sabi sa, I know, right? It's normal. But if I go to the newsroom and tell you, Biggs, I'm hearing music. Ate B, okay ka na? May doktor ako. Gusto mo? But if I talk to Jake, Biggs, I think I love running. And then you
yan.
understand.
I
So
understand.
it's about going out of your
Comfort
World.
World.
and trying to see it from their perspective.
The running, what good it has done for you. But from what I'm hearing is like, running is also a way to pay it forward for people.
Community building. To me, it's community building.
And it fills your soul.
It fills your soul. And for me, parang nothing beats kasi human connection. Ngayon, everybody is on social media. We're all on our gadgets. But you know, para sa akin, the mere fact that we're out there experiencing people, just smiling at strangers, yung pala yung meron na lumalabang nakangiti. Oo. Sino yung runner na napakabilis na ang kanyang method was really smiling?
Kipchoge?
Yes!
Eliud Kipchoge.
Eliud
The greatest of
Kipchoge.
all time. Yes.
Alam mo
Eliud
ba,
Kipchoge.
guys, ito very Filipino, nagulat ako. For the longest time, meron, naisulat ko pa sa kanta, Pilipino tayo, lumalabang nakangiti. Dahil nakikita talagang, nakangiti tayo sa baha, nakangiti tayo sa lindol, everything. And then there was this great athlete who says na there's a psychology in smiling. Na nakangiti siya during the hardest, it means kapag nakangiti siya, ibig sabihin hirap na siya.
Talaga.
Well, there is a psychology to smiling. And there's even this another African runner na ang pangalan sa kanya, the whatever destroyer, nakangiti rin. So sabi ko, there's really, kasi gumagaan siya eh. Yung ngiti na yan, nakaka-detach ka somehow and it pushes you through. So guys, hindi tayo basta
Especially in the painful moment.
Yes. So please let us not say or even say na marunong lang tayong ngumiti. Pero hindi tayo minsan sinasabi natin, tinatawanan kasi natin, that is how we cope. But we never should forget, what we should never forget as Filipinos is the finish line. Nasa moment na tayo nakangiti during pain. Pero saan natin gusto dalhin tong lakas na to? Dapat meron pa rin tayong finish line na tinitignan for our families, for our community, and even for our country. Diba? Kasi nandun na yung resilience and we're so good at it.
Yeah.
Kaya sabi ko,
It's there.
we're born runners.
Totoo yan.
May sinabi sa akin, 42K, kaya ko yan, utak ko. Pilipino ako eh.
Nakatingin ako sa'yo, kaya mo yan.
Oo, Pilipino ako eh.
Eliud Kipchoge din ang nagsabi na siguro lahat ng mga hard things na ba ginagawa. One of the best runners of all time. Ang isa sa mga famous soundbite niya is, you take the pain, you embrace the pain, and take it to the next level.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Reaction mo dyan.
Hindi naman,
And in life
alam mo,
also.
natutunan ko, if you don't call it pain, or maybe I read this on IG, that's us trying to label things, no? We label it as pain. We label it as, and then it becomes negative.
Mhm.
I remember when I was having, masakit yun eh, that immuno something for,
Alam mo, tip of my tongue, alam ko rin yung term na yan.
oo. Masakit siya ha, kung tutuusin.
Oo.
Oh, pero nung tinutusok ako na napakasakit kasi para kang nagsiskin test palagi.
Oo.
Sabi ko, oh, this is very interesting. It's like a pain. It's a sensation that I've never
With
felt before.
experience.
But if you don't call it pain, then it changes our mindset again, no? It's new, it's unfamiliar, it's uncomfortable, it's making me cry, but a lot of things make us cry. di ba? And it's perhaps yung mga, when you're stressed, baka nga same lang yung reaction ng puso mo.
Puso, masakit.
Palpitation na
Oo.
ganyan. Happy or it's the same reaction. But I guess it's how we associate these feelings to something positive or negative. I read that somewhere on IG. I don't want to call it an original idea, but as I was reading it, sabi ko, this is how I understand things. As long as we don't associate something as something negative, then it's not negative. If it's something that makes us grow, then it's something that makes us grow.
You mentioned at 50, right? And it's like you're still curious, still want to find out things in the world, diba? Ano pa yung mga gusto mong ma-discover?
I don't know if it's about discovering anything new. My heart is, parang ang puso ko ngayon, how can I give back more? How can I take advantage of whatever influence na binigay ng Panginoon, whatever power na binigay ng Panginoon to do more things for others. Kasi set naman na kami ni asawa eh. Yun.
Paano ka na lang makaka-give back?
Yeah. Although dati, I must admit no mix before, parang sabi ko, masama ba yun na parang wala na akong ambisyon? Yung parang okay na ako eh. Okay na okay. Wala naman kami hinahanap ni asawa. Tapos merong isang mentor ko, financial mentor, sina Brother Rex Mendoza at sina Brother Bo, na parang they're already at the top of their game. Sinabi, you have to desire or still strive to grow because as you grow, the people around you will grow. So, yeah. And sabi ko, oo nga minsan sasabihin mo, okay na ako eh. Pero yun pala, kapag mas lumalaki ka pa, mas may kakayanan ka rin tumulong ng ibang tao.
Pero yan din yung nanonotice natin minsan, no? Iba-iba, doesn't matter what age. Parang, okay na. Parang may times sa parang, kaya okay na to. Alam ko na to. Was that a judgment from my end? Kasi parang, pero di ba? Hindi naman, di ba?
Hindi siya judgment.
Hindi siya judgment.
Oo.
Oo.
But it is a perspective, di ba? Na parang, and I don't know. It's a lot of things. Maybe we have to ask ourselves, bakit natin sinasabing okay na to? Pagod ka na ba? If you look in, pagod
Yeah.
ka na ba? Can be. Paano mo tingnan ng buhay ngayon? Are you still excited? Can be, sakto na. So, malaking bagay sa akin to stay a child na palaging always eager to learn kung saan ka man dalhin. Ang panalangin ko lang, kasi hindi mo naman talaga mapaplano maraming bagay sa buhay mo. And I admire people in our fields na alam nila yung mga bata pa lang, I want to be this, I want to be that. But what really worked for me was really doing my best kung nasaan ako. So, kung ito yung binigay ng Panginoon ngayon, meron tayong platform sa social media, ABS-CBN, and now even surrounding community, embrace it and use it for good. And use it to make things better for the world.
I got asked this just previously in our line of work, di ba? Talent tayo. And in the times of uncertainty, na-mention mo rin uncertainty kanina eh. 3 decades of uncertainty. Di ba?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, di ba? How do you handle it?
Siguro uncertainty in terms of job, then you have to save up for it also. You have to be money-wise also. You have to learn how to manage your funds para palaging merong mabubunot.
Kung knock on wood,
Day. Yun. Pero ang dami pa ng opportunities no mix. Minsan kasi sumasara yung utak natin dahil sa takot. Pero kung makikita mo lahat may opportunity naman or kung maniniwala kang dadalhin, at saka kung naging mabuti kang tao, parang lalapit rin talaga sa'yo eh.
Yun.
Bakit ganun Parang you create a reputation din pala for yourself na they know that if you're a reliable, decent person,
Character.
babalik pala, no? Oo, na hindi ka nag-shortchange ng kapwa mo. things like that.
Pero yun lang. Kasi parang yun din Those are things that can break you. Di ba? In line with the for podcast. Di ba? Kasi hindi smooth ang buhay. Up and down ang buhay.
Oh, but that makes it interesting. And at that, pwede mong kalyuhin yung puso mo na sabihin, magaling ako. Kaya ako nandito kasi ako ang pinakamagaling sa
Mm-hmm.
But if you're humble enough to admit that it's never just about me.
Yeah.
I have to credit Ma'am Checha Lazaro for this. Always talking about the team. And bata pa lang, you have to have good mentors rin talaga. And I was blessed to have that kind of person as a mentor. And when I was doing that run, I realized then again, may anghel pa rin ako. Sabi ko sa Panginoon, Lord, if you want me to do whatever you want me to do, I'll say yes. But please send me great angels along the way because I know I cannot do it alone. Yung marathon na yun, kahit 42K, baka for all you know, baka may tumulak sa akin.
Meron talaga.
Meron
Nako,
talaga.
sa sinasabi ko na sa'yo.
For sure.
Oo, meron talaga.
Kaya alam ko na hindi tayo nag-iisa. At tayong Pilipino, never tayo nag-isa. Bayanihan pa rin eh. So that's our story. That's the Filipino story.
You have to choose to like it. The endurance part. Why do you like it? Why does it intrigue you? This endurance thing and when you relate it to your own.
Kasi, alam mo bakit? Natutuwa ako. Dahil pag panghihinaan ako ng loob, naalala ko yung una ko atang 5K or 10K, sabi ko, igorot ako eh. Nasa lahi ko ang igorot eh. Kaya ko to. Alam mo yon, mga warriors, mga headhunters kami. Nung nagpo-21 na, man, Pilipino ako sa dami ng interview ko, hindi ko kaya to. Sorry.
Talaga?
Pilipino ako. Wala nga akong, pag iniisip ko nga, am I Ilocana? Am I Caviteña? It's every Filipino na na-interview ko, nananalaytay sa dugo ko. And I really, really love them. I really, really love the Filipino.
Galing ah.
Yeah, I really love the Filipino. And I am so grateful sa how it has transformed me as a person.
Hindi ko na-expect na your love for the Filipinos was actually translated to your own suffering or pain.
Oh yeah, kaya ko to Filipino.
Or inspiration.
Kasi tagline ko pa lang, lumalabang na kasi. Pag nakita niyo ako tumatakbo, nakasmile ako. Filipino ako lumalabang. Tapos nung nakita ko si Kipchoge, hello, Filipino kaya kami.
So pagdating din sa buhay, kapag any type of pain or any type of, kumbaga, pinagdadaanan, anything.
Ngiti, pasalamat. It's more like,
pasalamat.
Hanap ka ng pasalamat mo. Kaya ka naman mapapangiti kasi nagpapasalamat ka pa rin.
Tama. I'm sure marami tayong natutunan. And of course, just the, kumbaga, mindset and perspective of being happy, being grateful. It eliminates a lot of like the negative na hindi mo nakalapan ba. But again, the theme of this episode is unbreakable. What makes Bernadette unbreakable?
Pag pinagpapasalamat mo yung brokenness mo, I guess, that makes you unbreakable, no?
Sige, care to expound?
Yeah, I mean, if you still find blessings doon sa, or if you still see the silver lining in your brokenness, and see the purpose of that brokenness, then how can it make you broken? In fact, I wrote a song. Yung mga para siyang shards of glass. When you look at it, hindi siyang bubog. Pag nailawan, para siyang bituin. So it's now a song, by the way. The bubog song.
Wow, talaga.
Gracia.
Pero di, totoo. Oo.
Thank you, Lord. Ay, gali. Yeah. Hindi siya bubog.
It's how you see it.
But pag nailawan mo yung bubog, papapasukin mo lang ilaw, liwanag siya. Para siyang bituin. And it can actually be someone's guiding light.
Alright. On that note, palakpakan naman po. That note, para sa ating mga on-cam, di ba, yun yung sa atin, on that note. On that note, maraming salamat. Nag-iisang Bernadette Sembrano Aguinaldo.
Thank you.
Na magpo-42K soon.
Great. Not soon. Wag na soon, ha? But
42K.
Maybe we'll get there, ha?
42K in time. In time. Maraming salamat po.
God willing.
Maraming salamat sa ating unbreakable guest for today, Bernadette Sembrano Aguinaldo. Thank you, Ate B.
Thanks, Miss. Thanks, Coach Migs.
Thank you. Hi, hello, this is Migs Bustos, and do not miss every Unbreakable episode on the Luca Creatives YouTube channel.